Hi, boys and girls. Miss Grace here. We are going to be doing some math together today. So for today's math, we are on lesson 6.5, which is in the top right corner of your book, and that is page 415, which is down here. So make sure you are on this page. Remember that you can pause this video at any time to stop and work and solve problems. So we're going to flip to the next page, which is 416. This page you're going to work on with your teacher during a Zoom. Then on page 417, these on your own problems here, 7 through 15, you're going to work on those on your own during your independent work time. And now we are going to do some together. So we're on page 417 down here. So if you need to pause, make sure you're there. You have your math book, your pencil, and remember, we're doing our math work in our math book, and we're leaving our pages in our book. So let's look at number 16. It says, Miko wrote these problems. What are the missing digits? So there's lots of blanks here that we need to figure out. So looking at the first one, I'm just going to draw lines to separate my places. And this is our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. So we're looking in the ones place because we always start in the ones place first. And I see 6 plus, there's a plus sign, we know we're adding. 6 plus this mystery box equals 0. Well, there's nothing that is 6 plus a number that equals 0, but we need to think of regrouping. What number ends in a 0? Let's think of what number ends in a 0. 10 ends in a 0. So 6 plus what equals 10? All right. We could count, whoops. Do that real quick. We could put 6 in our head. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. And we need to show our regrouping up here, up top, for the one that's regrouped into the tens place. So now we can look at our tens place. We have a 5 here, and we have the 1 that was regrouped. So 5 and 1 is 6. And now we have a mystery number, 6 plus what equals 9. So I would put 6 in my head and count up to 9 and see how many. So 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3. So 3 goes in there. And then my last one in the hundreds place, there's no regrouping at all from the tens place into the hundreds. So I just have a mystery box plus 4 equals 6. So what number plus 4 equals 6? 4, 5, 6. So how many to get to 6? That's 2. So our problem will be 236 plus 454 equals 690. All right, let's look at our next one. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. We're looking in the ones place first. So 7 plus a mystery equals 2, which it can't be 2. If we're adding, we're not going to 2, so we need to think of what two-digit number ends in a 2. Did you think of it yet? All right, our number is 12. So if you think of the number being 12, the 2 is in the ones place, and the 1 gets regrouped. So 7 plus what equals 12? So I'm going to put 7 in my head. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5. Now I look at my tens place. I have the 3 there and the 1 that's regrouped. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. How many from 4 to 6? We just did this in the last one. How many from 4 to 6? Think 4. How many missing numbers? 5 is one number. 6 is 2 numbers. And our last one just wants us to add up 6 plus 2, and we're finding the mystery box down below. So 6, we're adding 2 more. 6, 7, 8. We have an 8 there. All right, I'm going to flip the page to the next one, page 418. This is the mid-chapter checkpoint. Number 1, it says break apart the addends to find the sum. This is one way to add that we have not done yet in second grade. So we're just going to kind of skip that for now. We could add it the regular way. It's a little tight for me to draw the lines. We're just going to skip number 1, and let's go down to number 2. We'll draw my lines to separate my hundreds, tens, and ones. We're going to start in the ones place. So we have 8 plus 6. We always put the bigger number, start with the bigger number if you don't know this math fact, the bigger number in your head, and then add up 6 more. If you know it, go ahead and write it. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So how do I show the number 14 in the ones place? It can't be crammed in the ones place. We have to regroup. It's our fancy word. So my 4 stays here in the ones place, and my 10 gets regrouped into the tens place. Now I need to add my tens place numbers. I have 4 plus 4, which is a doubles fact. I know my doubles. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus the one I regrouped, can't forget that one, is 9. And my last place, 2 plus 3, bigger number in my head first, 3, 4, 5. Our final answer is 594. So we had one time of regrouping there. We regrouped from the ones place into the tens place. Let's see what we are going to do on the next one. All right, for my next one, 7 plus 4. I put the bigger number in my head, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My 1 stays here in the ones place, and I regroup into the tens place. Now I can add all of my tens place numbers. Put the biggest number in your head, if you don't know your math facts. 6 goes in my head, 7, 8, 9, plus that 1 is 10. Now I can't shove that in there, so what do? I keep the 0 here in the tens, and now I regroup this one into the hundreds place. So now I have 3 numbers to add up in the hundreds place. 6 plus 2 plus 1. So 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 901. Let's look at our last one. 1 plus 7. We always start in the ones place. 1 plus 7. 7 plus 1 more is 8. So no regrouping in the ones place. Now we look in the tens place. 9 plus 3. I'm going to put the bigger number in my head and add 3. 9, 10, 11, 12. So how do I show that 12? My 2 stays here in the tens, and I'm going to regroup into the hundreds place. And then add up all 3 of those numbers. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the one we regrouped is 9. 928. All right, we're going to look at number 5 together. It says there are 148 small sand dollars and 119 large sand dollars on the beach. How many sand dollars are on the beach? So I have to think about what this problem is asking. It's telling me that there's some small sand dollars and some large sand dollars. And then the question is asking how many sand dollars are on the beach. So they want to figure out how many total sand dollars there are on the beach. How do I figure that out? Am I adding or subtracting? I am adding to figure out how many sand dollars altogether there are on the beach with the small and the large. So I need to write my problem off to the side and to line my numbers up, and I need to add them up. So I'm just going to erase that. Let's see. My first number of small is 148, and my second number of large is 119. So I can add them up. I'm starting in the ones place. 8 plus 9. This is a doubles plus 1. You could think 8 plus 8 plus 1. You could think doubles minus 1. 9 plus 9 minus 1. Or we could put 9 in our head and count 8 more. You pick your way. You can pause the video and try to figure out what 9 plus 8 is. All right, I hope you figured it out. 9 plus 8 is 17. So I'm going to put my 7 here and regroup my 1 in the tens place. Now I can add up my tens place numbers. These numbers are really friendly with all these ones. Start with the biggest number, 4. 5, 6, got them all. And then my hundreds place, 1 plus 1 is 2. So my final answer is there are 267 sand dollars on the beach. All right, guys, I had fun doing math with you today, and remember, you can rewatch this video, pause it when you need to. Remember to work on these on your own problems, taking your time. Sometimes you have to regroup once, sometimes it's twice, sometimes you don't have to regroup at all. So make sure you take your time, work on these problems, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.